Oh hey, how's it going? It's me, Mark again. Also go as MookDubMTG on TikTok, where I post Magic the Gathering skits. I am also the creator, producer, editor, and now two-time guest of the show you're watching right now, Spicy Play. Today I'm going to be talking about my newest deck, Skullbriar The Walking Grave. Skullbriar is a 1/1 legendary zombie elemental with haste. Whenever Skullbriar The Walking Grave deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Counters remain on Skullbriar as it moves to any zone other than a player's hand or library. And it costs black and green, so Golgari. But before I do the spice, precautions are needed because 1, I am competitive, and 2, I cannot be one-upped on my own show. So today, for the spice, we are going to be doing the Paqui One Chip challenge. It has already been opened for time's sake. This is hotter than the habanero pepper that I did so well with. This one is made out of Reaper and Scorpion pepper. I made the mistake of watching people do this before I decided to do this, and I bought it. So, oh, this is big. This is big and gross.
That's what she said.
This looks so gross. I did already decide to. Oh, there's getting shit all over my cards. I'm gonna break it in half. At least it smells terrible. Try to not get too much on these cards. Good thing there's sleeves on these. My hands are actually already shaking. I'm going to. Okay, fuck it. Tastes as bad as they say it tastes. Got a little shit off my mat and my cards. Actually, it doesn't taste as bad as I thought it was going to taste. My goal is to not hiccup again. That was my killer. I'm in my happy zone. I'm in my happy place. No. Nope, my happy place. I'm playing Commander. With Josh and Jim. Josh and Jimmy. Oh, Cassius and Marsh are there. Joe Johnson. Everybody. Okay. So, obviously, this deck wants to get big +1/+1 counters. Voltron. Best way to do it is with some static abilities. Ordeal of Nylea. Whenever I change a creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Fuck. And then if it has 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, we sack it. We get 2 lands. Unspeakable Symbol. We'll get some life back so we can pay some life to get some counters. Fight Rigging. Underrated. New Campana card. If we get a creature, that's 5. Or I'm sorry, 7 or bigger. We get the Hideaway card under it for free. 7's no problem. And we get a +1/+1 counter at the beginning of combat. That's great. Feast of the Fallen. At the beginning of each upkeep, if a player lost life, we get a +1/+1 counter. Super doable. Forgotten Ancient. Punish opponents for playing a spell. We got a +1/+1 counter on this. And then at the beginning of our upkeep, we can move it. Oh, it's super good. Fuck. also have some removal that can help us get counters, like Astrian's Thirst. Exile a creature. It goes specific to our commander. We get that many +1/+1 counters on it. That's cool. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Okay. We can also turn. My hands are going numb. Those +1/+1 counters into card draw with Blood Tracker. When it leaves the battlefield, we can draw a card for each +1/+1 counter on it. Inspiring Call. We draw a card for each creature with +1/+1 counter on it. Hunter's Insight. When we deal combat damage that turn, draw that many cards. We can also sack something. Draw that many cards due to its power. So fuck it. We can just sack this. That's double the card draw. Oh. Speaking of +1/+1 counters, let's double that shit. Winding Constrictor. Pure Imaginative Rascal. That little rascal. Corpse Jack Menace. Branching Evolution. Hardened Scales. Double the counters. Double the fun. We can also double all the counters that are already there. Solidarity of Heroes and Instant Speed. Just fucking choose any number of target creatures. Double each number of +1/+1 counters on it. Oh, fuck. Oh. Invigorating Surge. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, then double it. That's pretty gross. But what's the point of all these counters if we can't get in? So obviously, Rogue's Passage. Get right on in there. Shizo's Death Storehouse. Give a creature fear. And Kodama of the West Side. Gives modified creatures trample. +1/+1 counters. Count that way. Ooh. But the big thing with Skullbriar is it's not just +1/+1 counters. It's just counters. So we're gonna give it some extra types of counters. Unexpected Fangs gives it lifelink. Slippery Bond-Bonder. Love this card. We can also flash this out. Give it hexproof. Hornbash Mentor. I didn't think I'd ever get to play this card outside of Arena. But put a trample counter on a creature. Ooh, my tummy hurts. Daring Fiend Bonder. It's got haste. Has to attack. That's fine. We want this thing to die because if we exile it from a graveyard, we could put an indestructible counter on a creature. Shout out to EDH Rec on TikTok. Suggested Titanith Rex. We cycle it, and we could put a trample counter on Skullbriar. Things in 11/11. We're not going to really cast it, but we can always recur it because there's going to be recursion in this deck because it's Golgari. And we're going to want that. Ramp. It's a high-powered list, so we're going to play a couple fast rocks just because we want to get Skullbriar out on turn 1. But if we can't, turn 2 Skullbriar is still pretty fucking good. But outside that, Birds of Saga. Shout out Skylar Goob Ross, Spicy Play alumni, suggested this because what we can do is use that to rip out some one drops artifacts. My tummy's starting to hurt. Ugh. I can catch my breath for a second. Slow things down.
Shadow Spear. Ooh, Lifelink and Death Touch. Blade of the Blood Chief. This will be good because if people want to trump luck when they die, you get a +1/+1 counter.
Only card that really doesn't fit too much of these that I really liked for this deck is Valraz the Scar Striped. Each creature in our graveyard has Scavenge, so when we pay its Scavenge cost, which is equal to its mana cost, we exile it, and we get +1/+1 counters on a target creature due to that creature's mana, power and toughness, or I'm sorry, just power. Who cares? So, like a Steve, we play Steve, we sack Steve, we get a land out of that. Good old Steve, he's not forgotten. We can get rid of him from our graveyard and get some extra use out of him. Oh god, so yeah, Skullbriar, we want to start swinging. We want to start hitting. Obviously, we gotta be watching out for bounce spells. That's the one thing that'll stop this deck from doing what we want to do. But if you remember this last video I did, I like combos. Why not? So we're gonna use the threat of commander damage set up a combo, which we have 2. And 1, we got a lot of redundancy, so it's really easy to resolve it, hopefully. But we're gonna try to hit a walking ballista combo. If you don't know what walking ballista combo is, we play walking ballista. We get 3 counters on it. It needs to have 3 counters on it for it to work. We need to have vigor or rite of passage out. So that's nice. We get 2 options there. And then any one of our multiple token doublers, +1 +1 doublers, I should say. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Count them. 5 doublers. We remove a +1 +1 counter off of walking ballista to deal 1 damage to itself. My cat's in the frame. I hope my cat doesn't come into the frame. Although, you know what? Cats equal views if I've learned anything from being on the internet. So, we remove a +1 +1 counter from walking ballista. Deal 1 damage to itself. Rite of passage and vigor will trigger. And when it's dealt damage, it gets a +1 +1 counter back. And with one of our doublers, we get 2. So we just do that infinitely to get walking ballista infinitely large. And then we remove +1 +1 counters. My hands are really fucking numb. That's probably a bad thing. We remove those counters and we deal 1 damage and we kill everybody. But if that's a little too complicated, too many pieces, we could go super gross and try to resolve a Witherbloom apprentice Chain of Smog combo. Again, if you don't know what that combo does, with Witherbloom apprentice on the field, we cast Chain of Smog. If it's not countered and it resolves, we just, let me read the card. Target player discards 2 cards. We discard those 2 cards from his or her hand. That player may copy this spell and may choose a new target for that copy. So we just copy it and copy it and keep copying it. We copy it as many times as we want. And every time we copy it, Witherbloom apprentice will trigger. A Witherbloom apprentice with Magecraft. Whatever you cast or copy, an instant or sorcery spell, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So again, you just copy, 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 pew, 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 pew. And then you hopefully win. So Skullbriar, it's fun. Oh, I didn't say it. Since we're in Golgari, there's not a whole lot of interaction, so big things to mention. We only have 2 bits of interaction to keep our things, our combos safe, or everything safe. So Veil of Summer, draw a card for the opponent, is cast a blue spell. That would be probably the counter spell on one of your combos. And then spells you control can't be countered this turn, and your permanents get hexproof. That's cool. And then we're also going to play criminally underplayed black, basically black deflecting SWAT, Imp's Mischief, which lets us change the target spell with a single target, so that'd be like a counter spell. And you lose life equal to that spell's converted mana cost. Nobody plays this, and this card is not in enough decks. Oh, I fucking did it. That's Skullbriar. That's the Paqui challenge. Oh, my tongue was blue. I forgot about that during the heat. My tongue was blue this whole time. I don't know if it's still blue. Oh, fuck. But that's Skullbriar. That's the chip. I did it. I did it. Be sure to subscribe to Spicy Play. I have more guests in the work. Some guests you know, some guests you might not know, but you should know. I really like where this is going. This show, I like being able to platform creators that people might not know from all spectrums of Magic the Gathering, whether it be TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, here on YouTube, fucking MySpace. I'm sure I'll find somebody on MySpace. Follow me, Mookdubs MTG on TikTok, where I make the funnies. I'm also on Twitter at Mookdubs MTG. Also follow this at Spicy YouTube, Spicy Play YouTube. I don't know what it is. It's in the description. The deck list will also be in description on the Mox field. Oh, it's getting hot again. I don't know if I'll do another one, but I'll see you guys next time. Oh, fuck. Yeah.